Hello everyone and welcome to TCG Card Shop Simulator. So I did play this yesterday, the prologue, and I figured I would go ahead and buy it because I'm in the mood to talk about some card games and play this game. So I want to see what's kind of different from the pre-release, demo and the not final version, but the early access version. So I do have some of my card game cards here that I'm going to talk about pretty briefly while I'm playing the game. I figured that would be a fun thing to do. So today I'm going to be talking about a game called White, Black, or Weiss Schwarz, however you say that. I think it's German. And I mostly bought in for Persona, so here's some Persona 4 cards. And then I also have some of the Persona 5 set here. And then there's also other anime, so I bought a bulk lot of them. So here's some Love Live. And I think I have some Kill la Kill and other stuff in there. As a game, it's not really all that great, but the card art's really fantastic. I'm going to talk more about the game mechanics as I'm playing, but I figured that would be something I could do with these videos, is just talk about different card games that I own or stories about the card games that I have while I'm playing. I think that would be fun to do. So go ahead and get into the game. And let's see what this final version is all about. Now, I am listening to the Metal Gear Solid 2 soundtrack in the background, so let's go ahead and get started. I quit my day job to open my own card game store. This is it, time to get down to business. So I haven't really thought about what I'm going to name my shop for this playthrough, essentially. Let's just call it Tetramon Emporium. I think that's how you spell it. Let me check. Yes, okay. So, Tetramon Emporium. I know they're going to add some more games later on, but I'm assuming you can change your shop name, hopefully, at any time. So, right now it'll be the Tetramon Emporium. And let's go ahead and get it done. We're going to confirm that. And, yeah, we are basically starting over. All the stuff that I did yesterday was for naught, I guess, because we have to start fresh from the beginning. Now, one thing I do think about these shop simulator games is I do wish they would use more varied assets. I feel like they kind of all use the exact same stock assets all the time, which is a little annoying. So let's go ahead and go to the ordering page and let's order some cards. I'll do 10 boxes for now. And let's get these on a... Let me move the shelf real quick, actually. I want it as close to the wall as possible. There we go. Now let's put some cards on the shelf. And just like Supermarket Simulator, the day doesn't start until you tell it to start. So you can get done with all the, cleaning up and setting prices and stuff on your own time, which is really nice. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to all the different stuff that you can buy in this game. Because I feel like Supermarket Simulator, I was just getting to the point where I was going to start getting some cool stuff in, and of course what happened. So if you're somebody who's just coming to this video, you haven't watched any of my other videos, I was playing Supermarket Simulator, and that game, while I was playing it, OBS for some reason just decided to not record all of a sudden, and I lost a whole bunch of video of my progress. So I was a little frustrated because you can't really go back and redo a day in Supermarket Simulator if it auto-saves. Now, I don't know if this game has the same issue. I'm assuming it does, but hopefully if it does later on, they'll be able to patch it so that you can kind of save it whenever you want. So let's go ahead and bring these boxes in here, and I'll just set them on the floor. And we will open for the day. Let me turn on that. Actually, can I go ahead and buy tables? No, not yet. You have to get to shop level 2. Okay, so yeah, we're open. Wait, I can't open. Oh wait, I didn't set the prices. Okay, so the market price is 307. We're gonna go in at 305. And we're off. So, until our customer gets in here and starts buying stuff, let's go ahead and talk about this game a little bit. So, it's a little weird the way this game works, because I feel like they tried a little too hard to make it so that every game is like a nail-biting finish. So when you deal damage in this game, what happens is your opponent will draw cards off the top of the deck until, you know, for each damage that they take. And if they get something called a climax card, it will cancel all of the damage. And if I remember right, there's 8 climax cards in the deck. Now, that sounds not that bad. I mean, it's a Bushiroad game, so if you've played, let's see, Card Fight Vanguard, then you kind of know the system. But I feel like with this one, unlike Card Fight Vanguard, it almost feels like a coin toss for the entire game. And, like, you have all this card text that you can do. So, there's essentially 2 different types of sets. You have the white sets and the black sets. The white sets typically are more geared towards just higher attack powers. And then the black sets are more geared towards, you know, your card abilities. So, here's a climax card, by the way. And you can play a climax card whenever you attack as well, and get more damage to your opponent. But, yeah, essentially it was a weird game because it felt like what would happen is when you got to the later stages of the game, you would get cards that would deal more damage to your opponent, but of course, when you get later in the game as well, like, you don't really want to deal the maximum amount of damage because that gives them more of a chance to counter your attack. So, while you can kill their characters, you can have 3 characters out at a time. What I think the problem was, like, if they don't have anybody on the board and you attack them with, like, the most powerful characters. So, for instance, here is a, let's see. So this guy, I believe you will get 1 soul damage. I think that's what it was called. And then if there's nobody defending in that lane, you will get an additional 1. And then if you use a climax card, you know, you will get more. And the level 3, so there's, again, it would be a lot to explain all the rules and stuff. But basically, when you get to, like, the end of the game and you have the most powerful cards, you're going to kill their cards off and then they're going to be open. Well, when they're open, you automatically get an extra damage. So the level 3s typically get, I think, 2 damage plus 1 for it being open. And then that's them drawing 3 cards or 3 or 4 cards off the top every time. And with 8 cards in the deck that could potentially, you know, negate that damage, what would happen is at the beginning of the game, of course, you're dealing like chip damage because they have a defender out there. So you're able to get more damage in because there's less of a chance for them to draw those climax cards and cancel out all the damage. Well, at the end of the game, it just becomes like swing, they draw a whole bunch of cards, they cancel the damage, and then they can use, you know, they basically catch up in that way. And to me, it felt like it didn't matter how good you played. Like, if you really sat there and like tried to play the most efficient way possible, it still felt like no matter what you did, your opponent was always going to catch up to you, and it was always going to come down to that one final card flip. And in a way, it was like balanced to the point that it wasn't fun. I know that sounds weird for a game to not be fun because it's balanced, but you rarely ever had those like blowout victories in the game. Instead, like it always came down to that last little card flip. And even so much as like every set for the most part, like when you play the game and you buy all these different sets, you'll notice that every set follows the exact same template when it comes to your climax cards. They always do the same set of abilities. And then like your levels 3s will always be the exact same power cap. And yeah, there was some variation. Like some of them played with something called your clock. And again, while it was cool that you have different ways that the cards can interact, like for the most part, it didn't really matter because at the end of the game, it's just going to come down to that one card flip. So yeah, I enjoyed buying and collecting the cards, and I even enjoy the act of playing the game. Like, it's still pretty fun. It's just, I felt like, as a game itself, it's a little too balanced in a way that it always comes down to that last card flip. No matter how well you play. Now, of course, there are outlier games. Like, if your opponent just gets a really bad card draw, they don't draw any climax cards, or they're drawing all their climax cards for, you know, in their hand where they can use them, then it's different. Because again, like climax cards, when they come out, they cancel damage, but if you draw them in your hand, you can use them to do more damage. So if they're getting all the climax cards in their discard and they're not able to negate all the damage, then, you know, it makes more sense. Or like, say you saw that when you went through their deck, like as you're attacking them, and you do a whole bunch of attacks up front, and all of their climax cards are in their discard at like the very beginning of their deck. Because once your deck runs out, you kind of refresh, take a little bit of damage, and then reshuffle your deck. So like at the beginning, if you're attacking them and you're just getting cancel, 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 once you realize that the ratio of their deck is like, all of their deck is there and they might have one climax card in there, then you can kind of plan ahead and be like, okay, now that there's not as many cards, climax cards in their deck, I can do more damage and have less of a chance of them drawing, you know, to cancel that damage. So like, there's a little bit of strategy there, like the tiniest bit. And again, maybe I just didn't play it with enough people. It was mainly just me and my brother that played it back and forth. So I could be missing a whole lot of the broader strategy in the game. But to me, it was basically just pretty cards, and then hold on. Let me grab this and open it. Yeah, to me it was just pretty card art. Like, the game itself wasn't as good as the card art, which is kind of sad because I was really wanting to get into the game because I really like, of course, Persona 4 and Persona 5. So I bought into it pretty heavily, thinking it was going to be something that I would want to play over and over. And I did play it over and over, don't get me wrong. But yeah, as a game, it didn't do it for me. I'll still play it, but I think the fact that every match plays out almost the exact same way just makes that replay value not as interesting for me. But I will say, if you're somebody who is into the collectible side of card games, like if you're there just to collect really good card art and shinies and everything, like the card stock is pretty sturdy, the artwork is gorgeous, like it's a good game to collect, but actually playing it, it's so-so. me go ahead and get this table in here. I like that they automatically snap together. That's nice. I'm assuming it'll do the same with the shelf. Hopefully. And let's go ahead and... 3, 75, 85, 90. Let me go ahead and buy more shelving to... Okay. Let's get this shelf attached to that one. Yeah, okay, so you can attach them. That's so convenient. Because I don't think Supermarket Simulator had that. At least not at the beginning. And let's go ahead and get more of these cards on the shelf. Should be almost the end of the first day. But yeah, I think, like, I'm going to enjoy sitting down and discussing all of the different card games that I played and the ones I liked and ones I didn't like and why I liked and didn't like them. That's going to be a fun aspect of playing this. It's the whole reason, well, not the whole reason, but most of the reason why I wanted to buy this and start playing right away is because after playing that little bit yesterday, it got me into, like, thinking about card games again. Oh my god. You bought an entire damn booster box. Okay, so that's one thing as well that I noticed after I stopped playing yesterday. So, just to demonstrate, let me go ahead and order another box. It does not make sense to me at all that you buy a cardboard box with empty booster packs in it. Like, that's so weird. Like, if you're thinking, because I was around a card shop for a while, the way these things work is they buy booster boxes, like a box full of booster boxes. They will crack some of the booster boxes in order to sell, you know, the individual booster packs, and then they will also crack some of the booster packs in order to sell individual cards. So buying a cardboard box full of booster packs is just kind of weird to me. It doesn't make much sense. Let's go ahead and grab some of these and go ahead and start getting some packs open. So I did learn something interesting about this as well. So this game is created by the same person who has done multiple mobile apps. So I actually played the TCG Card Shop Simulator Tycoon or whatever on mobile. And yeah, I just re-downloaded this because it reminded me of it. And I figured out that it's the exact same, like, creator or whatever, because it's still Tetramon. But another thing that's really interesting about it is there's an app called, like, Tetramon Monsters Battle TCG. So it's an actual game. And I'm hoping, since it's an actual game on an app, that eventually they will flesh out the actual card version, because the app is more like, I don't know, kind of like an auto battler, or I don't know, it's a mobile game. So it feels like a mobile game. I'm not sure how to open these quickly. Oh wow, you have to you actually have to go through and watch this every time, I guess. That last pack was terrible. God, I'm not getting any value. Maybe the pull rates from the prologue and, you know, this were a lot different. Because I feel like, see, that one I broke even. And the one before that, like the few before that, I didn't even break even. I feel like that's not even breaking even. And that's if these cards sell. This is going to be a good one. Yeah, yesterday when I played the prologue, I felt like you had way too much value cards in a booster pack. Now this is a little bit more reasonable. Okay, let's go ahead and get these people checked out and we'll start day number 2. $45. I'm doing. And 10 cents. But yeah, I think I correctly called it yesterday when I was looking at the cards and I saw that they have actual effects at the bottom. And then, you know, I'm assuming there's attack, defense, health, and then I'm not sure what that last symbol is. But it seems like there's an actual, like, mechanic behind this to where if they want to make it an actual game, there's something here that's actually playable. And the fact that Tetramon is already an app that's kind of like a card game, it makes me excited that, you know, there's in the roadmap that it's actually going to be playable in this game. And I'm hoping since it's going to be playable in this game, that means that you're going to be able to sit down and, like, watch people play, and it will actually show the moves they make. So I know I'm going to be in the negative today because it was buying a lot of inventory and stuff. So now we're on to day number 2. And let's go ahead and open. And then, like, I want them to add more animations when it comes to, like, tournaments and stuff. I haven't been able to do a tournament yet, but I'm hoping in the future they'll have, like, unique animations for different stuff that happens, like, while they're playing the game. Again, I want it to be where you can watch them actually playing the game and see what cards they play, and they'll react when they lose a monster or deal damage and stuff like that. But yeah, I want... Whoa. Okay. I'm going to be making a lot of money today. Yeah, I want in the future where, like, you know, you can kind of spot somebody cheating, or they'll have different animations for somebody trying to cheat. Maybe they're trying to pull, like, a card from their, like, you know, have a cut in their deck where they'll know what card it is, or they're pulling a card out of their sleeve or something. You know, I want all these little unique animations while they're playing, and you can kind of see exactly how the game is playing out as they're playing. I know that might be a little too much to ask for, but I'm saying, like, in the final version, that would be nice. Because I would love to have, like, tournaments and you can actually watch the game happen. And, like, maybe different AI personalities who play different styles of decks and stuff. It just would be really cool for that to happen. And again, it doesn't even need to be a good game. Like, it can be really simple, broken, whatever. But I think for just the immersion factor, that would be really cool. Let's see where... I need accessories, that's what I need. I have to buy that license, damn it. Okay, card sleeves. Let's see, that's right, I didn't get to see these yesterday because I was playing the prologue. So we have the cleanser, the card sleeves, D20 dice, more card sleeves, deck boxes, collection books. That's really cool. Playmat. Oh, if they can actually buy and play on playmats, wow, that would be really awesome. Okay, so yeah, that's about all they have right now. Some playmats, deck boxes, sleeves, dice. That's still really cool. Some pretty cool figurines in here. and then all of your boosters and starters and stuff. Yeah, I know in the future they're wanting to add in even more card games. Now, what I would suggest they do when they make more card games is, since they're wanting to make it playable, they don't even have to make a whole new game. They could literally just change the card art and names of the cards, and it would be perfectly fine with me. Again, no, not $420. But yeah, it would be fine if they literally just changed the card art and the names. I'm not expecting, like, the most in-depth game ever or something. Well, they want me to buy another... Wait, a card table. They're wanting me to get the one... Not that. Yeah, they want me to get this thing. Which I'm probably about to have to buy some more booster boxes or booster packs soon. So here's where you can actually sell your singles. So for instance, if I wanted to put in, let's say, God, all of them are so low value down here. I'm assuming it goes by value. So my most valuable ones, yeah, are up here. So let's actually price this at $3.50. I don't know if he just bought that at the right price or not. I hope so. $0.85. Okay, yeah, it did. Yeah, I think it's really cool that you can, like, break open these packs, have some really cool rare pulls, and then display and sell them. That's like the best aspect of making it like a card game store, is that adds a whole different, like, meta game feel to it, I guess. So you can actually be excited when you pull, you know, your rares and stuff. Oh, I actually have another one of those. Okay. Let's price that one a little bit higher. Let's price this one a little bit higher. Actually, let's price this one at $2 because it's a shiny. I don't care what the market says. I know in the options, supposedly they have a card speed. Okay, yeah, there we go. Let's try that now. So let me open some more packs and see how fast that is. Yeah, that is much better. By 3 cents, 22 cents, 7 cents, 17 cents. That is god-awful. But yeah, now I can actually just do this and have a whole bunch of singles that I can sell. And I am opening, like, terrible packs. My god. Hey, that was a good pack. That was a really good pack. Bad pack. I'm assuming once you get the newer booster packs that they'll have better pull rates or something. That would make sense for the base set to not really have the best pull rates. And I'm kind of ready for the kind of ready to see what the booster boxes are like. So that'll be the next thing that I buy, I think, is the booster boxes. Oh, he actually bought my overpriced card, I think. Wait, no. Wait, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I'll be able to see when he comes over here. I think he did. Oh, wait, he bought another one. $780, 50, 70, 80. Okay, so let's see the booster packs. Yeah, he bought 2 singles. So one single was $1.85, the other one is $2. That's not bad. Let me see what the... Okay, so a basic card box for license. So I'm assuming this is your booster boxes right here. Yeah, and here's the next set, I guess. Another set, another set. For starters, another set, another set, another set, another set, and then final starters. So, yeah, I'm not really sure if I like the way the sets are handled. I almost think it should be like a calendar system where the new sets come out every, 2 months or 3 months. To me, that would make more sense than you reaching a certain level so that you're able to buy more sets. Like, it made sense in Supermarket Simulator where you have to buy the licenses to put the new products out on the shelf, but for cards, it doesn't really make sense to me. And I really do like the feeling of this, though. I like that you have, people in here enjoying playing cards, people shopping. They can stop and watch the card games go. That's really awesome. It gives it a nice, friendly, local game store atmosphere. Which, I have a local game store that I don't really go to. I need to start going there more often. Just right now, I don't really have a vehicle, so I can't drive there. I mean, I could walk. It's somewhat in walking distance, but I don't know. That was a good pack. $5? Not bad. Whoa, that's 2 shinies in the same pack? I feel like once this, like... Ooh, what is that? $13 for a card? Damn. I feel like once they have the actual card game in here, it's going to be so much more fun to go through and actually look at all the cards, because then you have more to look at in terms of utility in playing the game. And my singles are actually selling out. I might need to go put some more out there. $1.27. So yeah, let's get this giant priced card. What was it, $13.56? Let's sell it for $14 even. I don't know if anybody else is gonna come in here, buddy. Like, it's almost closing time. Oh, maybe one other person will come in here and play with them. Let's see. Okay, good. Now I'm going to go in and buy one or two of these things. Because I want to see what these are like, too. Before you grab that, let me set the price. Set that for 18 even. Oh, wait, no. The market... I was looking at the average cost. I need to look at the market price. Let's do 26.50. So you can open these. Yeah, I don't know if the pull rates are any different in one of these boxes. That was a really good pack. So pack. That was a great pack. Yeah, maybe it does adjust the pull rates when you're buying one of these boxes as opposed to just buying single boosters. Well, I didn't even see how much that cost. Holy shit. Okay. He bought my $14 card. So, in order to make this more like a real card store, what I wish they would do is get rid of the boxes that just have boosters and instead do it so that when you open a booster box, you have a promo card, and the promo cards are typically worth a lot of money. So I'm thinking in terms of like when you actually buy a booster box from a store, what they'll usually do is the booster boxes will come with a promo card. And the promo cards are there for like draft tournaments and stuff. So you open the box, you'll get a promo card. In fact, let me see if I have one of my promo cards from this game. And let me go over here and close my store, by the way. So this game has what are called signed cards, and the voice actors of the characters will actually sign the cards with their name. Let's see if I can find them. I think I have them somewhere else, actually. But if I do find one, I will let you see it. And sadly, I actually had another one stolen from me. Yeah, I'm not sure where the signed cards are, actually. But those are basically the promos in the box. So you would buy a box, and you would have a promo. And the promos are there for, like, tournament prizes and stuff. So when you draft it, you can, the card shop owner can put the promo to the side. That's what they play for. And what I would like to see this game do is instead of having the cardboard boxes where you just buy, individual booster packs, is it would be cool if instead of getting those individual booster packs, you actually do get the promo cards. And you can sell those promo cards as the singles on your display shelf, or you can put them to the side and have them for tournament prizes. Because it doesn't make sense to me that you buy a box full of booster packs. That's just not really how it's done. You buy the booster box and then you open them and sell the individual packs in the store. So, yeah, it doesn't really make sense, but that's something I wish they could kind of do differently. So, we did pretty decent. I still am negative in profit because I've, been buying expansions and stuff like that. So, let's go ahead and get to day 3. This will probably be the last day of this recording. And let me adjust something real quick. So I'm going to go to this camera. And let's change the soundtrack real quick. Because that one was almost over. So I'm just going to go to Metal Gear Solid 1 soundtrack. Solid 1 OST. There we go. And I don't think I have anything to put out, so I'm just going to go ahead and open the store. And then let's pay the bills, because I want to see what all... So I need to pay $100 for rent. It's due in 6 days. The electric is $40. And then I haven't actually hired any employees. You have to get to shop level 10 in order to do that, I guess. So, yeah. I think we're doing pretty well. Let's go ahead and set out some more cards. $30 card. 231. And let's do 22. I'm going to round it up to the, like, nearest dollar, probably. Oh, they actually have a round button. Okay. That makes it so much easier. Oh, no. Okay, we already have somebody buying 2 of these booster boxes. It was a nice $53. My god, 3 of them. And that will be $97. I say this is ridiculous, but I'm the same person who bought in at Legend of the Five Rings for like $500. I bought 2 starter boxes. And starter boxes are like 9 starter decks, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I bought 18 starter decks, and each of those came with booster packs and stuff. So I bought in heavily. And sadly, the set that I bought in on was 20 Festivals. And that game died. Literally, the set that I bought in was the set that it died. And then the reason why it died is they sold it to Fantasy Flight Games, and when they did, they turned it to a living card game. Well, sadly, even the living card game only lasted, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, and I even bought into the living card game. And if you don't know what a living card game is, a living card game is a game where instead of buying, you know, booster packs and individual, like, cards, you buy 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5. Instead of buying the individual cards and booster packs, what you'll do is they will have, like, sets that will come out, and you buy that set, and it has every card in the game, or in that set in the box. Now, in order to get a full play set, so let's say, like, in the box you'll get 2 of each card, and you can have up to 4 of each card in a deck. So you'll have to buy 2 of each, like, expansion set or whatever. But it keeps it so that you don't have to sit there and buy, you know, booster packs. And it changes the entire dynamic of the game, of course. Because card games are built around, you know, the rarity of the card and, like, what you can do with it in-game. So it does change the dynamic, but yeah, Fantasy Flight made the living card game, and I felt like it kind of sucked out all of the flavor of the game and made it a little bit generic. No, it was still fun. It was a solid game, but yeah, it only lasted a couple of sets, and that's kind of sad because Legend of Five Rings was a classic. Like, I think it came out a year or 2 right after Magic the Gathering, and it was a big deal for a long time. It had a really dedicated player base and everything. So, definitely sad that it basically ended, because I loved it. It was really complicated. It was pretty difficult to learn how to play, but once you learned, it was a really fun game. It actually, like, simulated really large battles pretty well, because the way that game worked was, like, you have 4 provinces, you had to attack and destroy the opponent's 4 provinces was one of the victory conditions, or multiple victory conditions. But whenever you would get into the battles for the provinces, like, you would have your general, and then you could have a whole bunch of men behind him, and you would send your generals into battle, and, like, it was just a really cool thematic way of handling it. Now, ultimately, it did end up just becoming a game of addition and subtraction at the end of the day. So you would, like, have a bunch of spearmen behind your general. And the spearmen would, like, destroy one of their followers, so you would be able to attack, like, I don't know, their archers or something. So you would, you know, exhaust your spearmen, their archers would get destroyed, and it would subtract from their attack power total, essentially. So, like, you would get really big up there, too. I'm talking, like, you would have to do... Their power could be over 50, and, you know, you would be like, okay, I'm going to do this, it's going to -1. I'm going to do this, it's going to -5. I'm going to do this, it's going to minus, you know, 10 or something. And you go back and forth playing actions until you're done, and then you count the total power, and whoever had the most power completely obliterated the other, you know, opponent. So all of their general and all of their followers would die, and their province would be destroyed. So, yeah. Or you could make it, you could do it so that you have enough power to kill all of their generals, but you don't have enough left over after that to destroy the province, but you would still completely destroy all of the cards that they had sent into battle. So, yeah, it was a pretty unique game. I loved it. And unfortunately, it was bought by Fantasy Flight and just died. They didn't... I don't know. I don't think it was the marketing necessarily. I think the pen and paper role-playing game is still going fairly strong because there's a role-playing game for it as well. But to me, it's just a shame that such a classic card game is no longer around. And again, I got in very late, so the excuse me, the rule set changed quite a bit over the years, and I got into it when they actually simplified it a lot. So I never got to see how ridiculous the game was beforehand. But, you know, the rule book was like freaking like 40 or 50 pages for the rules, and then you had another rule book that went over like all of the special cases that could happen. It was a very complex game compared to most card games. It almost had a board game feel to it in a way. And the matches actually took a while too. You know, a standard match could take 40 minutes, whereas most card games you're done in 15 or 20. And then the other thing that was really cool about it was you could play multiplayer, so you could have up to 8 players, I believe, battling each other, and you know, there's only one winner. So you would have a cool little tug of war. I think the most players that I ever played was 4. And even though it took a long time, it was a really fun game. I might show it off like in the next episode or something, because I still have a lot of the starter decks. Let me go ahead and pay some of my bills. So, right here. So I paid my rent. I need to pay my electric next. I think I forgot to turn on my light. Yep. Go ahead and get more of these cards on the shelf to sell. Yeah, I know, like, another thing that would be cool for this game to add, and it might be, again, too much, is, like, miniature war games as well. Because I got into Warhammer for a little bit. Sadly, I bought into it at almost $1,000. Like, bought 2 entire starter sets, plus some more figurines, because I really wanted to play it, and I wanted to get more people into it. Well, we got into it pretty heavily. We only played, I don't know, 2 months, and then everybody just kind of dipped out. So I'm stuck with all of their figures and my figures, but nobody to play with. It's kind of sad. How much is a table? Well, not table, but another shelf. Need to see what the small metal rack is. So we have a small cabinet, a small metal rack, a play table, small personal shelf, single-sided shelf, card table, small warehouse shelf, small card display, auto scent M100. I'm assuming that that takes care of all your stinky people. A workbench, double-sided shelf, big warehouse shelf, checkout, auto scent G500, card display table with... Okay, so that one's actually covered. That makes me think that maybe you can have somebody who will steal your singles. So yeah, I'm liking where, like, what it seems like this game is eventually going to do. Now I don't want to sit there and like just, you know, put too much expectation onto the creator or anything, but I don't know. I think this has a lot more promise than not Tabletop Simulator. What am I talking about? Supermarket Simulator. Like, Supermarket Simulator had a lot of promise. I feel like they're kind of squandering it by being so slow on the updates. And now everybody is into the, like, shop simulator genre for some reason. I'm assuming it's because it's so easy to asset flip. Like, you literally have some, like, Unity Store assets, and the mechanics are already made for you. The template's already made for you, so... Yeah, I feel like these games are like a dime a dozen, and the card shop theme really makes it stand out compared to the others. Wait a minute. What is going on? I have more cards, right? Oh wait, I'm going by 10 pages. Never mind. There we go. Feels like they actually buy the singles quite a bit. So yeah, I need to start keeping my singles stocked. Okay. That's a lot of card protectors for no cards. Which is kind of funny now that I think about that, because I literally have a big box that's nothing but card sleeves that I never used. Alright. More card sleeves with no cards. Yeah, that's another thing. Is I think that purchasing habits of people are a little weird. Much like Supermarket Simulator, they seem a bit random, and I'm hoping in the future that they can tweak the AI so that certain people will gravitate towards like certain sets or certain products more often. Again, maybe I'm wanting it to be a bit more complicated than it should be, but I don't know. I just think that would be kind of cool. So I could actually get the rare cards if I get to 300. And then the epic cards are 800 at a level 12 required, so I still have a while until I can do that. But I can get the get up to the rare card pack. Now, in the demo version, there was no way to do a loan. I still don't think there's a way to do a loan. Let's see, for these, you can do a standard format, fee $7 an hour. The random rarity pack and card price might increase, and then the random rarity pack and card price might decrease. So that's the possible next day effect. So I wonder if I could do that. Let me wait until these people stop playing. I'm going to do one more day, and I'm going to see what this tournament is. So let's do confirm event. Well, I guess I can't do it right now. I would have to do it the next day. So let's start the next day. I actually made a little bit of a profit, even after all of my inventory and paying the bill. So let's look at the manage event. I'm going to confirm the... Wait. Yeah, standard format. Yes. Maybe I have to start the actual day? I'm kind of confused by that. Yeah, I'm not sure. You know what? I'll play one more day. We'll try to unlock that rare card pack and see what that's all about. I think he's buying a lot of singles. It's not too bad. 75 cents. I need to do something about my stinky customers. Go ahead and order one of these, and then I'll have enough to do one of those as well, so I'm going to... Okay, so yeah, we're pretty much stocked up. See, that's more reasonable. You buy some booster packs, you buy some cards, you buy some booster packs, you buy a single, and then you buy sleeves. Just buying like 8 packs of sleeves with no cards is weird. Okay, so 33.75. Let me go ahead and get another card out here. And then one more. Okay, so that's full now. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get up to that $300 mark and get some rares in. That way I can do some rare pulls as well. Let's go ahead and open some more packs while we're waiting. So-so pack. That was a little more. That was almost terrible. That's what I'm talking about. That was at least $1 of profit right there. And I have a lot of people at my register as well. That's a really good pack. Yeah, another thing that I'm noticing as well... My god, that is so many card sleeves. Yeah, another thing that I'm noticing as well that I don't really understand in terms of, like, actually running or thinking about it in terms of a real card store is I don't understand why you have booster packs that are only commons. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. It seems like when you have a common booster pack, it would be like all but one card are commons, and then you have one rare, right? Or one epic. You know, you have a chance for the rare or the epic. Not you have a commons booster pack, a rares booster pack, an epic booster pack. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense in terms of actual card games. Now, it might change. I might actually get the rare pack and notice that there's just a higher chance of getting a rare card. That would at least make a little bit more sense. But I have a feeling that it's literally just going to be like, oh, this is where, you know, the rares are. You have to buy the rare card pack in order to get rares, which doesn't make sense because then they're not actually rare? I don't know. Weird. Yep, we have somebody buying more singles. Keeping singles in stock is going to be a pain. That is a lot of cards. Okay, so I have enough to buy the license for it now. And they're $67. So I need to sell a little bit more and then I can buy one of those. We'll crack a few packs and see what those are like. Because I can't actually sell them yet. I don't have the shelf space for it. But I want to see what the cards are like in those rare packs. I will say that's a little weird too. I don't know why you have different card readers underneath the register. It's a little strange. Let me set this out here, and I'll set my I'll set my good cards like at the start of the like at the entrance kind of. That way they walk in, they can come out here and see the good cards that are for sale, and then they'll walk in and yeah, all of it's right here. So see, have somebody for 1970. And then after this guy buys this, I should have enough to buy the rare card pack. So yeah, let me go ahead and see what that's all about. Add one, purchase it, and let's go pick up this box. Actually, you know what? Let me grab this one and place it right there. I will open this and we'll put it right here. And then take a couple packs and see. Don't grab it until I set the price. Do $3.50 for those. That okay, so $3.20. They're not even that much more expensive. Let's grab one and open it and see what we have here. So we have a rare. Yeah, I mean, those are really good card pulls. Like, but I don't understand how that makes it rare. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, when you think of a regular card game, they don't have the... most of them don't have, like, a booster pack that's just, like, rares. That doesn't... I don't know. That doesn't make sense. The way I think it should run is your common packs have it so that there's certain cards, like you have a certain amount of cards that are commons, and then you have like maybe one rare at the end. And then when you buy the rare pack, maybe you'll get two rares instead of one rare. That sort of thing. It doesn't make sense to have a pack full of commons and then a pack full of rares, and then I'm assuming a pack full of epics. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever when it comes to actual card games. So that's a little silly to me. Let's do 13. I don't want to lose like an entire 50 cents on a card if I don't have to. Like 5 cents, losing 5 cents is one thing. Losing 50 cents, if you do that too many times, that's going to be a problem. So let's get all these set up. Alright, so go over here. This guy just bought one card. Again, it's... I don't know why that bothers me so much. It just does. Not 545. Or 595. It's 495. But that bothers me that people just come in and buy a whole bunch of freaking card protectors and no cards. Like that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, I'm definitely calling it at the end of this. Like it's it's been over an hour. I don't want these episodes to go longer than like an hour. So yeah, for the first, what, 4 days, it's not too bad of progress. I have 2 tables bought, another shelf, card display, and I've unlocked the card sleeves, the rare pack, and the booster box. So, not too bad. Hopefully next time I'll be able to do a little bit more. I feel like these have a little bit of a slow start, just a tiny bit, and then a whole lot of progress, and then after a couple of days, like probably 10 or 20 days, the progress starts to slow and it becomes more of a grind. So again, this is one of those games I'll play until I'm not having fun anymore, but I think I'll have fun with this for a while, at least. And now we're just waiting for these people to get done, and then I think I will close the store. So let's go ahead and pay my electric. I'll go ahead and pay my rent too, and hopefully next time I'll be able to pull my profit up a little bit more. So let's see what I can actually unlock next time. So I can get the warehousing, like warehouse shelves. The thing is, in order to do that, I'm going to have to do this. So you have shop expansions, 300, 400, 500, 600. But there should be a back room somewhere. There's a whole another shop. I'm not sure how you get the back room open. Or maybe I already have it. I'm not sure. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Yeah, because there's the back room right there. Like, I'm assuming that's your stock room. Should have another 20 minutes in game, and then I'll be able to close my store. Hopefully this guy buys some really... No, he's not going to buy much. Literally just a couple of card sleeves. As you can see, I still haven't replaced my mouse either, which is kind of annoying. Yeah. I know if you have the people who stink come in around the other people, then they'll be unhappy. You only bought one single card. That's kind of lame. Dude, nobody's going to come in here. Like, we're literally closed to get out. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end that day and save, and that will be the end of episode 1 of TCG Card Shop Simulator. So let's save the game. Okay, so good. We do have actual save slots. I don't have to worry about losing progress. That is such a big weight off of my shoulders. Let's go ahead and look at what it says over here for a second. So, game roadmap. Can sell old shelf, so I'm assuming you can't sell your shelves right now. customer review app, customer trade cards. So I'm assuming they'll trade cards with each other, and you'll be able to trade in cards to you. You can organize tournaments. So I guess you can't actually organize the tournaments yet. Random events may occur, more shop product types, more shelf and table types, more TCG types, playable TCG, shop decoration, grading cards, and difficulty modes. So that's a pretty nice little list of features that'll come out. Again, it's kind of basic right now. Just now released in early access, so that's to be expected, but I really hope this one they can keep the updates coming and not go 2-3 months without updates like Supermarket Simulator, because I feel like that kind of killed the steam of that game. And now I've seen this game popping off, so there's 33,000 or something players playing, which is insane for like a little simulator game. You wouldn't think, but yeah. That's about it. If you like the video, dislike the video. If you dislike the video, if you do dislike the video, tell me why you dislike the video in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for more gameplay like this and other opinion, news, commentary, stuff on, you know, the gaming industry. And then join my Discord. I'll drop a link in the description box below. You can join there where I talk about all sorts of stuff. I'm more into like getting older games up and running, playing older multiplayer titles, that sort of thing. I've been trying to push that a little bit more. There's not too many people in there yet, but yeah, I'm hoping to get more people in there soon. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video.